Hey traders, happy Friday. Hope you guys are well. Hope you are having a good week. I know the cryptos have been pretty volatile. Bitcoin is falling. There's a lot of turmoil going on in the world with Russia, with the Ukraine. You know it all. You've been following it all. So there's a lot of uncertainty right now in the markets, and certainly you're seeing a lot of volatility throughout. Now, in today's video, I'm going to focus on Forex. Okay, so I want to bring you back to Forex and we're going to go break up an opportunity. So I'm going to show you basically how to keep it simple, how to find an opportunity, and we're going to find a live opportunity that's going to be probably valid for, at least until, next week or a couple of weeks. So, and even if you're watching this video a little bit later, you're still going to get some value, I hope, from the breakdown of how to build a high probability situation, because that's what we do as traders. We are looking for high probability, and the way you do that is by building confluences. So you're building a wall of confluences that basically back up your original idea, and the more of that you have, the better, the stronger the setup is. So with that being said, we're going to go into the charts right now. I'm going to bring up the euro dollar, and we're going to go and break it down from the top, and we're going to find an opportunity. Now, if you're new to this channel, guys, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you are enjoying today's video and also generally our content. And do go check us out at the Crypto and FX Traders Club if you're not already in that group. It's a free trading group with strictly no spam, good people, networking, swapping ideas, and it's there for you guys to take part in. So I'll put the link in the comments and in the description for you to just click on and join that group. All right, so let's do it, guys. So I'm going to bring in my charts, okay, and let me make myself a little bit smaller down there. So the way that you kind of want to look at the markets is it's not just kind of from a one-dimensional point of view. And what I mean by that is, when you're kind of looking at a 5-minute chart, for example, it doesn't really give you the big picture. So you might kind of see the market going up, and you kind of want to jump in, but I guess you don't know the map. You don't know the route. So all you can see on a 5-minute chart is essentially the next road up, but you don't kind of know where to go after that. So it's important to know the whole direction so that you can take advantage. And that's why we kind of use the higher time frame. So with that in mind, we're going to kind of break down the weekly chart, and then I'm going to kind of show you where I think the highest probability setup is. So if you look at the weekly chart, the market has generally been going down, but more recently, it's just kind of been stuck in this range here. So you can kind of see, if I just kind of box this in here, that there is a range, okay? And now within that range, we want to kind of figure out, how is this market moving? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some lines here, and I'm going to start with that line there because I think it's a relevant one. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, and then we'll use that as a base to basically connect some lines here, and we'll start finding some hidden channel support lines. So you can see there, that's a pretty good one. You can see nice touch. You kind of want 2 touches now as a confirmation. Now within all of that, guys, you can take this line, we can go and have a look within, and you can see 1, 2 touches. So that's a relevant support area. And let's have a little look to see if there's anything else here. And yeah, that's a decent little line there. So that one there is good. Look, touches there and there and there and there and there. Lots of, yeah, and that's basically where we've held so far. And then if we kind of look up a little bit more, let's see if there's any more we can find. So there's one there. Okay. So immediately, what do I think now? Well, just having done that piece of work there, there's a couple of things that I think here. Well, one is we've kind of held quite nicely here. Now, of course, there's potential that we could go down to these kind of lower bands. But right now, we've got a strong bullish candle formation there, a bullish engulfing. It's not really being backed by volume, but with currencies, volume isn't really the best indicator because it's so decentralized. Without kind of going into the details with that, you don't have one central exchange, so you don't see all of the volume basically. So this is just the volume that with this particular broker. Now, what does this now give me? Well, it gives me a bit of a picture. I've got a bullish candle formation. I've got this nice reactive line here. And, and potentially we could be looking to go a little bit higher to go and test this area here. Now, within all of this, you could also try and find and see if there's any kind of, potential channel lines. So, you can connect a couple of points there. And then, you can kind of see if there's anything. So there's a bit of resistance there. And then you can also use it a little bit higher. But actually, it's quite interesting because it brings us up quite nicely into that sort of channel line. So that kind of brings you to roughly and this horizontal level as well. See what we said at the beginning, it's about building the confidence level. So there, that looks good to me. 116 looks like a good target. Now, if I head over to the 4-hour time frame, what I also see over here is that, having done a little bit of work, I can see that we've broken this downtrend line and, we're stuck in this really nice tight range. So let me show you that right now, guys. So you can see, look how many touches are on this line here, right? And then look how many touches are on this line here. So this really does look like a great spot. Now, what's great about this, like with the 4-hour time frame, the weekly time frame is giving us the direction, but the 4-hour time frame can give us the precision. So what if the market was to come back and touch this line here and touch this line here and touch this channel line here? Well, you've now got a really nice potential zone there with 3 touches, 3 different confluences saying, hey, this is the level that we could potentially go up higher. You can also do the fibs. You could take the Fibonacci and figure out, okay, well, we have a 786 around 113.03, and the 618 has already been touched at 113.24. So 113, by the way, guys, is a round number. Again, that gives it extra validity. So around there, to me, looks like a really nice entry point potentially on the euro dollar. And we're going to be, potentially, we mentioned 116. That's kind of a little bit further away. Next target up, according to this time frame, would be somewhere back up here. Now, for a lot of people, you may not even want to take it all the way up there. What's the easiest move, guys? Well, the easiest move would be just to buy it and to target this upper channel line. That's what's been working. So you could even try and get it down to the bottom of this channel there and then try and catch it to go back to the top of the channel. So you could be looking a little bit lower, around maybe about 112.80 to target maybe about 114.20, something like that. Okay, so that would be like the safer play. And this is the great thing with trading. We can all have the same structure, but what we do and how we make money really depends on your style, the amount of time you have, all those kind of things. So, somebody could go on a 5-minute time frame and really scalp this up. You could take 5 or 10 or 20 trades all the way back up here. And somebody else could just literally put a limit in. You could stick your stopping down there, and then you can put a target there and just kind of leave it alone. I kind of like it in between. I like to do both. But, in this sort of situation, I would probably be looking for this channel line here because, I know it gets hit. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's interesting to the sellers. Like you can see it does sell off when it gets there. So, what I'm thinking is, well, I'd rather take the easy money, come out, and then look for another trade. And, that's kind of my preference. And also that's a lot quicker. And the thing with quicker is you get your money back and then you can go and reinvest it. So you've got to look at the opportunity cost as well of having your money tied up. So it really just comes down to your own style. But that's really, in a nutshell, how to go about finding high probability situations. It's about building confluences. It's about using different perspectives, which is what we call timeframes. And then it's about finding a good risk managed setup that makes sense, that has probability on your side. And then it's about measuring how successful you are with this type of setup by journaling your trades. And that's really, in a nutshell, how the pros trade. Okay, so that in itself is a setup, but I wanted to make this also educational. I know it's I've done this quite fast, but to give you a good idea of how this kind of works. Okay, now guys, if you do want extra training, do reach out to us. We do have lots of extra training. We can send you stuff for free as well. We've got loads of videos. Join our Facebook group. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, like our content, and you'll keep receiving more and more of it. And that's it really from me this week. I know it was a super fast one for I had to talk a little bit fast, otherwise this could end up being a 20-30 minute video. But I hope you've kind of got some value from that, and hopefully if you are going to trade this, hopefully it works out and you find a setup that works for you. Right, it is super windy outside. I don't know if I'm going to get blown away in a minute, but there is absolutely crazy amounts of wind outside. So on that note, guys, just in case I get cut off, I wish you a great weekend. Good trading to you guys, and I will see you again next week. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.